Okay, hello, I'm Lance Johns. I'm driving in Las Vegas more, baby, but I'm doing a video about 10 reasons or the cons not to live in Glendale, Arizona. Con one, the traffic can be very heavy at times. Um, this is Maricopa County. Now, the Eastern Valley, the streets are like much better. They have bigger streets in the Eastern Valley, like Gilbert and Chandler. Like the newer areas, they tend to make the streets like wider. But with the exception of Bell Road, which runs in Phoenix and Glendale and Peoria and Surprise, and with the exception of Grand, and with the exception of like West Glendale, um, the freeway don't count because the freeways are pretty big, but they tend to not have big streets. And then some reason they like to widen those streets at intersections, but after the intersection, the streets like narrow back down. For an area that's big like Phoenix and Glendale, they do not want to have like 7-lane streets. Instead, the lanes are like 6 and 5 lanes. With the traffic as heavy as, Glendale is, they need to have bigger streets. Now, Glendale is supposed to be the 4th biggest city in Arizona. I know Phoenix is number 1, Tucson is number 2. Even Tucson have bigger streets. It seems like they have bigger streets than Phoenix do. Mesa is number 3, and then Glendale is number 4. They need bigger streets because the traffic can be heavy at times. Because they have like the sport venues, they have shopping, they have the restaurants, and they have a strong driving culture, which means traffic can be trickery. And the light rail is going to go to Metro Center, even though Metro Center is being redone or whatever. They need the light rail to go to Westgate. Hopefully, it will go to Westgate, but right now it's not. And the buses are okay, but they need a better system, for as far as like the what we call it. Well, they have Uber, they have cabs. Like a general like bus system, they need a better bus system, and they need to expand the light rail out of Glendale. That's the problem with that, and they cause the traffic to be high. With those narrow lanes and those, I mean, bike lanes are needed, but not on busy streets. The middle streets need the bike lanes. Okay, the hot weather can be brutal. They have a dry heat, which is better than humidity, but the average temperature in Glendale is 81 degrees, and the temperature can go high as 106. It can even go higher than that. I remember on my PT Cruiser when I was in the Phoenix area, it was 120, and I had to shut my AC out because it was just too hot. It was making my car too hot. Yeah, Glendale has a poor walkable score. It isn't the ideal place to walk on foot. Like a lot of people that drive because Glendale is like a suburb of Phoenix, so like they don't have as many people there, struggling like how they do in Phoenix because Glendale is like a suburb, so they do have poor areas in Glendale, yeah, but Glendale is like a suburb, so people tend, to live maybe a little better in Glendale than like Phoenix. So they have walkable score of 40, which means that most people like to drive to work. Okay, but the bike score in Glendale is like 53. That's a little better. But The most walkable areas in Glendale is like the Sand Estates, the heart of Glendale and downtown. The crime rate in Glendale is a little higher. Out of 100, Glendale is 72.5, but Glendale have a higher crime score than some places. Not as bad as Little Rock, but they do have a high crime rate. For violent crimes, they're like 27.3, which is higher than the national average of 22.7. But avoid living in Glendale, like the southeast corner of Glendale. I would say like 43rd Avenue and like Camelback. It's kind of near the area. I used to live on like 45th and Glendale, but where I lived at, it wasn't that bad where I lived at, but that was like 2009 and 2010 and 11. But it may be a little better now. But the southeastern part of the city is like the baddest part of the city, near Phoenix, that's what it says. So, which one was that? Hold on. Okay, that was 4. So 5 would be the lack of seasons. They have a summer. They have like a spring, which is, like the springtime, or maybe late winter, would be like the cooler, and the fall. And they really don't have a winter, that winter time is probably like fall, it's not, it don't get too cold in Phoenix. If it does, not for that long. So they basically have summer, which is very hot. That spring will be more like summer in most places, and that fall will be more like spring. So yeah. So that the winter they really don't have, because it don't get too cold in Phoenix. But they basically have the other seasons, but they don't have a fall. Okay. There'll be no 5 to talk about. Number 6 would be they have a desert landscape. They don't have a lot of green. Yeah, everything is desert. If you want to see like green and stuff, you gotta go to like northern or southern Arizona, Flagstaff or Show Low, or like outside of Tucson. Okay, I did that one. Okay, the prices. Let's see. 5. That the landscape was like 6, and we did a hot wet already. So 7. The prices in Glendale are increasing, like in most cities, it's increasing. So the prices are increasing, so you have to like try to make more money somehow, or save more money, cut out a lot of stuff you don't need, because the prices in Glendale are going up like crazy. Okay, let's see one. Give me 1 second. Let me mark this off so I know what number to go to, because I talked about. Okay, set it there. Okay, I did 4. This would be like 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Number 8 would be like Phoenix and Las Vegas, most desert places, Palm Springs, Death Valley. They have a lot of like terrible creeper crawlers like snakes, scorpions, lizards, tarantulas, coyotes. There's a lot of cockroaches. Like wild, that they have like like mountain lions and like with like wildcats and stuff in the mountains. Coyotes would eat your pets. I don't know they have javelinas. I know they have javelinas here. That they probably have javelinas. I believe they have the javelinas too. But they do have javelinas. They have javelinas, rats, mountain lions. But if you see any of these animals, call animal control and get like that light, that black light or whatever, for scorpions. Okay, now I'm gonna be pools. Pools in Arizona are expensive to maintain. I know people would tell me when I drove cabs, people would tell me they would put ice in their pool because the pool water would get so hot. But pools are like hard to maintain there. You have to spend a lot of money to maintain them, $2,000 or more. Because you got to test the water and stuff like that, chemicals, maintenance. So, but a lot of Maricopa County, just like Clark County, Palm Springs, Desert Valley, like desert-like places, it all looks the same. Desert climate, it's not a lot of green. I think it's more green in Las Vegas than Phoenix, but yeah, it's not a lot of green. It's desert. It all looks the same, It all looks the same. But like downtown may look different. Well, I mean downtown Glendale. I'm talking about downtown Glendale, not downtown Phoenix. But yeah, downtown, in Glendale looks more historic, but it pretty much looks the same, But that would be, hold on. Oh, that's 10. So this other stuff don't really matter. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's basically it because I covered some of the stuff already. But yeah, that's basically it for Glendale. That'll be the cons are bad, but I think the pros are more. They outweigh the cons. But a lot of people are moving like to these places because it's affordable. Because a lot of people don't want to live in deserts. So if you have a good AC in your car, in your house, drink a lot of water, you'll be okay. Because it's not as bad as people make it out to be. But anyway, I gotta go. Like, share, subscribe, bell notification, comment below, subscribe to my channel. But thanks for listening, and have a good night. Peace.